All right. So, um, how are you doing, guys? How come I say mwashoje completing the above videos? How to install com- Compass and Shell na MongoDB. So, ngiye guiding through this, but I'm going to be making videos and a little summary of it. Okay. So, content zigiye gukurikiraho inside this zigiye kuba ari videos summarized kugira ngo getting started twihute tutirirwa tutijya mu bintu byinshi. So in this first video ikintu tugiye kwiga gukoresha compass ukuntu ikora, uburyo wakora ama database, uburyo wakora uburyo wakora ama collections. So first of all, let me just okay. So ndakeka mwese mufite this interface. So you have this add new connection. So after doing this, write one up by default imeze gutya. Don't change anything. Just save and connect. Okay. So nimusoza connectinga, by default murasangamo these three databases. Twebwe na database nimwe twari creating, ariko these harimo admin, config and local. Ni database ziba zizanye nayo, nta nimwe uri busibe, urazirekera uko zimeze kereka niba hari abatangiye kuyitestinga. For that sake, ubwo mwamuzi ibyo mwari muri gukora then. So for now, how to create your first collection. So ndajya mwese muzi cyari cyo. Collection niyo containinga documents. Okay? So first of all, we're going to muri connection. Connection yacu yitwa localhost 27017. Okay? And then tugiye creating. So creating the first database, urakanda kuri iyi add button iri hano. Then database name, for now tugiye gukora school database. Okay? And then our first collection, we're going to imagine it students. Okay? So one very familiar with SQL database, and then collection fata ko ari nka table. Okay? And then rows arimo fata ko ari documents. So collection fata ko ari nka table yo muri NoSQL database. That's to say in MongoDB. So we'll leave this and click and create database. So after creating a database, we're going to creating a database as school.db, and then with a collection called student. And then inside this collection, tugiye creatingamo ignore this error. So inside this, I don't know what error we're having. Okay, good. Okay, so with this student, and then this student, in this student collection, tugiye kwadingamo that, as I told you, student ibirimo documents, and then inside those documents nibwo dushyiraho data zacu. So niba muri familiar with the latest videos, it's examples z'ama documents ukuntu ziba zimeze. It's more like JSON ariko ikoresha bison. Okay? But it's in a form of JSON. So we'll be using insert document. So insert the document, uko naberetse, iyo tugiye gukora document, hano muri MongoDB iguhereza ID by default. Okay? ID by default. Niyo wakuramo everything. Okay? So open and close. Okay? And then let's say we'll be having name. Okay, and we'll be having maybe age. Okay, and also let's say class. Okay, let's say class. So ndakeka mwese muzi key value pairs. Key value pairs iba ifite the name and its description, name and its description, name and its description inside an object. Okay, niko JSON zikora. So the name, let's say Willie, age, let's say 10, and then we have class, let's say level 4, sod, let's say. Okay, so this is our content. Okay, and let's urabona ko na ID dufite hano ariko nshaka kwereka ko it's created automatically iyo ushoje gushyiramo any content. So let's insert. You see, this is an ID by default. ID actually drive by default, it's this. Okay, that's the difference between the SQL and NoSQL databases. Okay, so dufitemo this document. Imagine this. I'll have to copy this. Okay. Okay, so after creating any document, urabona ko iyo hovarinzeho dufiteho this button edit. We have this to copy, this to duplicate or clone, and we have this to delete. So the thing is dushaka noneho kwadinga, ushaka kwadinga documents zose icyarimwe, wadingamo document nyinshi icyarimwe. So delete this. We could have an array. Okay, array ni icyerekana ko ugiye gushyiramo documents nyinshi cyangwa objects nyinshi. So let's paste this. Let's remove the ID. Don't need it because it will be implemented automatically. So ngiye gukora copy paste. Okay, copy paste. So right now we have 3 documents. Okay, 3 documents, and then in these 3 documents you share maybe byiringiro, we'll say maybe let's say 13. We're just assuming, guys. Let's 13, I'm not sure with it. Maybe 17, and then we could say level 5 sod, let's say B, and then let's have another one. Let's say it's piece, let's say 16, 16, and then we can level 4 also sod N. Let's leave it like that, and then we're just imagining. Hano ndi kubimagining, turi kubimagininga just kugira ngo turebe ukuntu Mongo ikora. So while you are creating your own database, ufite criteria, ufite ibigomba kujyamo, you all did create SQLs. Mwabonye iyo mugiye creating tables. Okay, so let's say another one. And then 17, 5. Okay, so else. So cool. Okay, so urabona ko dufite documents eshatu ariko twazishyize muri array. Okay, and then let's insert. So after inserting, urabona ko zise ziba document 1, 2, 3, 4. The first one inserted and the other 3s ariko zije ziri separate, twazishyiramo icyarimwe. That's what we call entering data icyarimwe ziri kumwe. So zose zifite ID ziri unique. If you take a good look, ID zose ziri unique. See CA, C9, C7, blah blah blah. You see, all documents to as if it. So if you want to delete it, you already know how to delete it, how to edit it, or how to clone it. Ushaka kwicloninga utiri ushaka kugira ngo creating inoza nyinshi. So impamvu Compass ibaho ni ukugira ngo iduhereze graphic user interface GUI. Okay, ku buryo wakweditinga everything, ugacreating everything in a simple way. Okay, urabona ko byose byaba biri simple, which is different from the shell. Ariko shell ho dukoresha tubikorera muri terminal, and the next video that's what I'm going to be telling you. So thanks for being up with us through this. I hope ko mwese muraza kubyiga twemeye ngo tuza gukora live session to debugging abantu bafite ama error n'ahantu abantu batagize ibintu bumvamo wenda in these videos ndashyiraho. Okay, so see you next in the next video.